All right, y'all, what's happening? So it looks like Shane Mosley loses a 12 round unanimous decision over David Oxian. And forgive me if I'm butchering his name, but Oxian took care of Shane Mosley, but in a very, very, very narrow and competitive fight. Now, Oxian, his fighting style, as I mentioned in my early videos, and, one of my subscribers, Naheem, corrected me on the betting odds. Shout outs to him, by the way. Shane Mosley was actually a slight underdog in this fight. So, well, I mean, yeah. And based off what I saw last night, and his age definitely showed. His reflexes was obviously not there. He couldn't get off his punches as quick as he wanted to, and he was very, very, very bothered by the speed and the counterpunching ability of Oxian. Now, again, Oxian has a style where he can switch from southpaw to or his fighting style is orthodox. Then he can switch to southpaw to confuse an opponent, very similar to Keith Thurman. But he comes in with a very, very high guard, so it's very, very similar style to like Winky Wright or a Arthur Abraham. They'll come in with a high guard and then they'll start throwing in shots when they see their openings with their high guard. So that's his one tactical way of absorbing, trying to absorb less punishment and defense, whatnot. So the one thing I would say is like, Shane, I wish in that situation that if he's seen that high guard coming in, just go ahead and throw it straight cross so you can negate the high guard, because sometimes people with high guards can't really block that. And if they do block the straight cross, come in with some body hooks. But he did have some small success doing that. But the thing is, whenever Shane tried to go to the body, he always hit low. So that was one thing. He got a point deducted for that too, for trying to ram his head in too against Oxian. And the thing is, I think he was more bothered by the speed and the counterpunch of Oxian, because Oxian was just hitting him with counters all night. And again, he was bothered with the hand speed. So definitely his age showed tonight once again. He looked pretty slow in there, but again, he did give a very good effort. Talking about Shane. Shane definitely put up a good fight against a younger guy, a younger lion. So mind you, the winner of this fight, whoever the winner was, obviously is Oxian, David Oxian, will go on to face the winner of the Keith Thurman Sean Porter fight. So with that said, Oxian is the interim champion now of the WBA. So wherever the outcome of the Keith Thurman Sean Porter fight, whoever the winner is, they should have no problem with Oxian, because the only thing, one of the Achilles heels that Oxian have is his punching power. He has no little to no punching powers at all. But he can't affect you. He can't get you attention with his shots. But I'm not, with the likes of Sean Porter and Keith Thurman. Well, again, the jury is still out on Keith Thurman's chin. So, but I would honestly, at the same time, I would expect that both either Keith Thurman or Sean Porter will get through this guy with no problem at all. I mean, he doesn't really have the size. He doesn't really have the power to try to negate these guys' pressure, especially Sean Porter per se, because Sean Porter is an incredibly strong welterweight. And Keith Thurman, on the other hand, yes, he has reach and he has power in his shot in his hand. So this dude can knock people out. So, and he does have hand speed. He has great footwork, and he's very athletic and agile. So, yeah, where does Shane Mosley go from here? I say the only option left for Shane is to just retire permanently. Maybe he'll take another one, lower tier fight, make a couple $1 million off of that. And then, after that, just call it a career. Nothing left for him to go. Obviously, this was probably the only route for him to win another world title. But needless to say, yeah. I think Shay, it's time for you to really hang it up. But again, if you do want to take one more fight against a lower tier opponent, go ahead, be my guest. Other than that, just call it a career, man. Nothing left for him. Nothing left for you to prove. To be honest with you, you've done much what you can do in your career. Especially you're 43, 44 right now. So, yeah, let me know what you think, y'all. Just drop a comment below. Care to comment, share, subscribe. Signing off. Peace.